President Biden issued an executive order this week putting limits on migrants seeking asylum, but children are not included in that number.
And that could put more unaccompanied minors at risk. Bud Foster has more from Tucson tonight.
We can expect to see family separation for weeks, for months, for years, because of Biden's decision.
That decision in the Biden administration executive order says unaccompanied children are exempt from the order, and they will be afforded any and all legal rights. It would appear to be a humanitarian gesture for the children, but could actually cause issues which we have seen before. The Border Patrol has an app for migrants and their families to apply for asylum, but it can take 8 months or more just to get an appointment.
And when you're stuck there for months, what families choose to do could be to separate, right? Instead of, as a mother, as a father, that incredibly painful decision.
That decision is to send the children ahead and hope to catch up later. That's a conclusion many families make to protect their children, who at the border face a violence from a litany of sources.
What is really happening in Mexico is that there's a really targeted violence against immigrant families. Cartels, criminal organizations really take advantage of the place of vulnerability of families.
Whether the number of unaccompanied minors surges or whether the numbers increase slightly isn't known yet. It's still too early to tell. But there's little doubt the new directive will increase the number of children who cross the border on their own.
Well, I mean, potentially, but there are a lot of unaccompanied minors that are coming across every day. Sometimes children have information on them so that family members in the United States can be connected up with them.
But for those who don't have information, it becomes a challenge to find out where the family is if they have family in the States. So many times the children will remain in custody, which may be better than staying home or along the border.
Who in the world would have their children come alone if they weren't fleeing an environment where parents felt like it was life or death?
Hard decisions which will likely become more common.